fast forward to that next morning. That next morning comes, you know what I'm saying? So we go eat y'all, then we all go out to our jobs. Now this particular day in carpool, I'm so excited to have Roger here. So I get to telling them all the stories about the New Jack Crew and what he means to the New Jack Crew and all the things that happened, which I told them some stories, but I didn't get all the way into it in detail. So finally, you know, not even thinking about Sergeant Larry at this point, we heads out to go take a smoke. So as we coming on the hall, we see Sergeant Larry, and guess who he got walking with him? Robbie. Now we sniggering, we laughing, we like, oh, that boy about to get fucked. That boy about to get fucked. We killing ourselves. And at this time, we hate his guts so much that we not stopping to think that this is another guy that's about to be violated by somebody who was sent here to protect us, or much less do the right thing. A CO. So as they go in the room, we all wait good until the door closed, and we wait about 3 more additional minutes, and then we head up there to hear what's going on inside this room. So as we get to the door, we hear Sergeant Larry say, tell Robbie, hey, push that bench in front of the door. Now, Robbie thinking this the job that Sergeant Larry got for him, the job he's about to do. I'm assuming this is what he's thinking. So you can hear the screeching of the bench pushing in front of the door. You can hear him. So after he pushed the bench in front of the door, I guess that's so we won't bust in anymore. You know what I'm saying? Or nobody to come in now because the last time we came in and he told us to get out. Okay, so now he goes into his regular routine. Hey, what I want you to do is I want you to get on your knees and suck my cock. And Robbie's like, man, what? Hell no. Shit no, not me. I ain't one of them dudes. I ain't one of them. You better go find you one. Pow! Get on your knees. And Robbie started hollering real loud, help! And all going to do is hit him in his stomach. You can hear him almost vomit. And he continues to beat Robbie until Robbie, okay, begs. Real talk. So it gets real quiet for the next couple minutes or so. And then all of a sudden you hear Sergeant Larry say, move your motherfucking teeth. And then he say, yeah, right here. And I better not feel your motherfucking teeth no more. Oh yeah. Go down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then you hear Sergeant Larry say, get the fuck back over here. Almost as Robbie gagged and pulled away from him. Now at this time, we not peeping, we only listening. Because we know he alert. If he got Robbie to push that bench in front of that door, he's going to be looking for us. So after a while, and I'm just going to keep it real, we hear Sergeant Larry gets his due. He busts all in Robbie's mouth, and this time we makes it back to carpool. And we peeping out the carpool door to see them come out so they can see us freshly walk out the carpool door coming to take a cigarette break. So he won't think we was already on that hall. So as we coming on the hall, they already out, and we look at Robbie and do this.
I tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games.
But that's the young mind and not thinking of the full harshness of the situation.
You move him around.
Stitch Fix makes shopping easy. Online personal styling for your size, style, and budget.
Being the man that I am today, I wouldn't approach those things the same way. That was me approaching that with an immature mind. Now, at this time, Robbie's crying. He's
Well, after
balling.
ripping off a big-time run on his
You know,
opening
and Sergeant
carry,
Larry with no
play
heart or
this
no
time
remorse
around.
there.
And this is
Shut
going
the
to be
fuck up.
key. They're going to keep giving him
Almost
the
like
ball.
he
And they need
gave
him to have
Robbie
more
some
positive
discipline
plays than
or
negative
ass
ones
whooping,
if they're going to win.
and not just gave this man some cock in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? At this time, I swear I felt sorry for him, but I still had a great hatred for him. So I had a lot of mixed emotions at that time I can remember. You know, just thinking back now. So, you know, we go take a smoke and we head back to carpool. And we work the rest of that day. And then the guards gets us and takes us back to the tier. Now, when we walk back in the tier, everybody's out. They playing cards, checkers, chess, everything out. And it's drunk in the tier. So the guard lets us in and locks us in. So now we go find everybody. We all got Lingo, Pop, we all together. Then we go get my dude Roderick. Now Roderick's in his cell at this time. So when we go to him, he's like, man, I'm glad to see y'all. He said, man, these dudes up here worse than Buttman. Man, you know the dudes that came on the transport? Man, they getting at them already. So Roderick proceeds to tell us about the dude COVID that came on the transport with him. So he like, man, they call him checks and D5s, booty ass, come here, let this boy, all kind of shit like that. Man, they just going there looking for harm. So we like, hey, bro, look, we move as one in here. You know what I'm saying? And now we all about to gather up our shit and go take our shower for the day. So if you got a shower, come on, roll with us. So Rodney's like, man, nah, I ain't got a shower, you know what I'm saying? And so we was like, we already took our shower. So coming from the shower, we see the dude COVID out his cell just watching people play different games and stuff. So we see third them make their way down. Now we know when they ain't nothing no good. So we goes close by to where Bill is. So third them immediately goes at Bill. And they go, hey, start playing tumble moves, them man, somebody put Bill will say, man, no. So they hit them, foul. And as soon as they hit them, we all rush to them. Bow, we fight. We fight. It's a big brawl now. We all in the fight. And we do this for about 15 to 20 minutes. And everybody's back. Everybody, oh, bitch, what's that? And they bag up, and they talking shit, and we talking shit. A fight broke out just that fast.
Ice water in this quarterback's veins, man. Third play of the
drive.
drive.
About to let you take them one. Bill just got up in here. We tired of seeing y'all boys just operate with no boundaries. So now we go to them one. Say them one. Go to your cell. If you won't, tell them the same thing. Go home with us.
When you get open, you gotta
Bill was like, man, I just want to be left alone. I just want to stay to myself. We like, and that should be what you able to do. Now, I breezed through the fight that happened over Lil One. I'm going to tell you why, because I'm going to show you why we don't stick our neck out for people. So, everybody just doing whatever, and everybody take their mind off of it, but we all watching each other because we just had a fight. Third of them watching us, we watching them. So, maybe like 2 hours later, we see Lil One all the way to the back, talking to Queen Sugar. And Queen Sugar reached Lil One something. So, we don't pay no attention to it or whatever. And Lil One goes off, and he disappeared. So, we scrub that shit off and go back to talking. Yeah, we gonna fuck y'all niggas up. We looking up at them while we sitting on the iron bench in the middle. Yeah, we gonna fuck y'all niggas up. Yeah, this what you doing. Come down. You know, it's just a bunch of shit talking. You know, and it's normal in prison. You know, so a little bit more time passed by. And Lil One back and Queen Sugar. Now Queen Sugar said, hey, on slow with your cats. I got more here up there. And Lil was like, oh, up there? You know what I'm saying? So, like, what the fuck is Lil One into? So Lil One goes upstairs with Queen Sugar. So now you have so many different things happening in prison. So your mind is easily distracted, you know, from a situation. So, you know, you focusing in on something else. You know what I'm saying? Then, all of the blue, we just doing, oh no, just happening. You know? And now we know what's happening. And then we hear a grunt so loud. I can remember this pitch in my sleep. And I know, and all of us knew, that Lil one was just ran in. Because Queen Sugar played the bait game and baited him in to get him in. And once you inside somebody's home, you can't just go rush inside nobody's home trying to save nobody. You can lose your life.
To know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the
They have what you call in prison too, stand your ground. They can believe you when they sell.
Over and over and over, and it's paying dividends.
And they won't be found guilty in prison. What are you doing in they sale? This activity continues to happen because Lil one over and over and over in Queen Sugar sale. By all the guys in Queen Sugar sale, because Lil one hollered for about 3 or 4 hours. I heard them, suck it, suck it. They gave Lil one the whole treatment. They tied Lil one down on that and tell you can hear it because Lil one wasn't putting up too much resistance.
And the Aggies, after ripping off that
we just saved you from a situation.
Well, the defense just had to chase
and
that
later,
guy down
we
and make
found
a
out
tackle after a long
Lil one
run
into
and
drugs.
no chance to substitute. They got to get the play
He
call
been
in
getting
because the
drugs and
offense is
doing
trying to go
drugs in
fast.
every prison he goes to. But by coming to this prison, he could have started over.
And those body blows
Until somebody came from another prison, we would never knew. And you know what I'm saying? That Lil one was into drugs. If nobody wouldn't have told us, how could you know? Besides him doing what he just done. Went straight looking for the drugs. And got himself turned out. So finally, after all this time, we see Lil one come walking out of Queen Sugar themselves. He's limping with his head straight down. And Monroe, Broomfield, Bloomington, Pocket, Buckle Block, and Rockford, they laughing at Lil one. So we turn to him, we get right to the break. We know you laughing at Lil one. He just finished something Sergeant Larry County. And everybody in the prison just bust out and laughing and just start rolling on Robbie. But you want to laugh at Lil one. Yeah, Lil one laying himself into that trap.
Caught over the middle. It's
But
crazy.
that don't mean they have to be
For
predators.
the first down, and now they've got it at the 15.
Yeah, it happened to Lil one.
When you play
For
zone
Robbie.
coverage, you got a wide
You
receiver
act
that's a
like this
beast.
didn't happen.
It's
We
very,
know.
very difficult. Got to make sure I play
And
physical
we
and
have
maybe
to
even shade
do.
the side of the wide
And
receiver.
he
for a
could
lot
drop
of
his
success.
head. He couldn't think that, he couldn't do that. He knew he knew the truth. And everybody in the prison knew he wasn't lying. So now I'm going to fast forward to lights up. And we all locked in ourselves. And all of a sudden, we hear a whole bunch of commotion from downstairs in Monroe themselves.
They just don't.
You hear, no, let me go. Let me go. Let me pop up. All you hear is punch. Sound like somebody getting slapped, punched, kicked, everything.
He had to think about
Then
something
you hear,
later, and you could see the ball pop out.
They all ran up the rock. Now we gonna jump straight into that next morning. Steve Blake goes work.
And that's his second receiver.
We go to our job. We on the workforce. So now we in workforce working. And now today we say, let's go see if Sergeant Larry come. And so much this thing, Sergeant Larry is making his way. He's farther down the hall, but he's making his way. And he got a fat little chubby dude with him. He's at it again. And he takes the fat little chubby dude in the room. Now we like, hey man, we gotta do something, bro. What we gonna do? And I'm telling Lord, man, hey bro, what the fuck? What are we gonna do with the CO? We're just gonna tell them a bunch of convicts gonna go tell upstanding citizen and CO, and they just gonna take our word for it. So once again, no lie, we decide
That's a nice
to do
looking
that.
catch on that play, and I know
And we
Texas
go
is
to
known
the
for
door
DBs,
and we
and they're known
listen.
for having really good running
his
backs.
regular
Not a lot
routine.
of great
What
receivers
I
over
want you
the
to do
years. I'll tell you what, though,
is
this
get on your
guy
knees
has really
and
showed up
suck
in this
my
game.
dick.
He's making
But
plays,
this
and I
day,
know they want to continue to
this
build.
little big guy refuses. And Sergeant Larry snapping. The hollering starts.
Really nice job attacking
Then he
the
said,
middle
suck
of the
my
field.
dick.
You see those
And the
safeties,
dude
man,
said no.
always split them.
So he beats him
splits it
some
right
more.
down the middle, throws that post
And then
right on the
he asks him
numbers,
again,
touches the ball
suck
in the end
my
zone.
dick. Are you going to do it? And he says no. And he starts beating and beating and beating and beating. You hear shit moving. It's crazy. We stoned because this dude getting the beating of his life.
What a
In
display
that
of
room.
explosive capabilities
Yo,
on that
Prize
drive.
Picks are underdog.
75 yards, 2
Prize
plays,
Picks
and
are
a
underdog.
touchdown.
Prize Picks, man. Prize Picks are underdog. Yeah. And this particular day, it goes silent. And then we hear Sergeant Larry get ready to come out the door. So we went back to talk.
Score took a little oomph out of this
Now we
crowd.
all in there talking and working. Like, man, what the hell happened up in that motherfucker, man? Sergeant Larry just
And
beat
no
this
chance at a
motherfucking man
return
up.
here. They'll start
And
this
then
drive at
come
their
out
own
the room.
20.
Trevor did his move and do what he asked him to do. So about 45 minutes later, you hear all the alarms go off
Let's see if they
and the
can get
guards come
something
get us
going here
and
late
put
in
us
the
in this tiny ass cell again. And we all up in there talking. Man, Sergeant Larry must have really hurt
On
this
the
dude,
run,
man.
it's Moss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line
And
of
we
scrimmage.
stayed up in there for 2
Well, there's
hours
just nowhere
straight.
to go for the runner on that last play.
And he comes and get us and takes us back to the tier.
They lose yardage.
Now, when we get in the tier, everybody from workforce is standing around
Didn't get much done on
talking
that first play of the
about what's
drive.
been
It's
going
second
on.
and 11.
Now the talking has started. But that's not all. He got some more shit brewing because Roderick and Baby Charles is back there huffing and puffing. So I make my way back there to Roderick and Baby Charles. Like, man, what's going on?
This is a
Man, the
good
bitches
sign
up there
for
trying
this
to come at
defense.
me,
They're
man,
right where
today.
they're
You know what I'm
touching
saying?
the
And I'm
quarterback.
like,
You already had
who?
2 touchdown
Queen
passes in the
Sugar
first
now.
half.
The
This was
Queens.
not going to be a fun
Yeah,
football
the
game to watch.
Queens is
Now
rising.
they're turning the
He's
tide a
mad.
little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting
You
us
see
out.
Queen Sugar now coming back down. And they talking, they going back to the yeah, bitch, we
You gotta
want
love that.
you.
On defense, one of the most critical
That's Queen
statistics
Sugar
out
him
there is
up.
how do you play on
We
third
want
down? How do you
you.
prevent the opponent
Yeah,
from
we
keeping
gonna
drives
get you
alive?
too.
Right there, tackling the
And
catch, you go
now,
get the completion.
Roderick
What do
is
you
my
do?
dog.
You set up 4th and long. You're
If
gonna
y'all
get the
go
ball
after
back.
him,
Go get some
y'all gotta
yards.
go after me. So Queen Sugar got both and came out this close to Roderick's face, talking to Roderick. So I'm like, Queen Sugar. So I'm basically got my hand on Queen Sugar's chest, pushing Queen Sugar back. Wow!
Send out the
Muffin had to
kick
get
it away.
the side
3
and
and out,
snuff
and not
Roderick.
much choice but to
And
get
me,
rid of the ball.
without thinking, I fuck around and hit Queen Sugar. Wow! And now we fight. We in the midst. We with the Queens fighting. And I'm thinking the whole time we fight, man, what the fuck just happened? Now we fight with the Queens team, and all of a sudden, I see Baby Charles come around the back, and bow! Snuff Queen Sugar. And Baby Charles in the fight. It's a fucking fight. Because these Queens is deep, and we fight like that for 45 minutes. I'm dog shit tired.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Everybody in the fight is
Give
tired.
to the running back.
We
And
fought
maybe
you,
he'll
we
get
fight
back to
no
the
more.
line of scrimmage, but no
Now
more
we
than
in
that.
beef with the Queen team.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got
Because we
dominated.
know how they operate in this prison. If you fight them Queens, they gonna come at you, come at you, come at you, come at you. And now I made them my enemy. Because they came in my bar, and I couldn't let y'all take Roderick. So now the fight stopped, and they bow. Hey, we gonna get y'all. We don't, all that shit happens.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against
And
zone
we
coverage.
know
You
it. They mean
cannot
just what they say.
telegraph where you're throwing the football.
So we know we got beef over here, we got beef over here, we got beef down here, we got beef all around us. So we gonna fast forward to that next workday. See what goes what? We go to the morning child and we go to our jobs. Okay, now we go out of carpool to detail. We just over there talking and socializing, shooting and shit or whatever. And then they gonna say, hey man, let's go see. And Sergeant Barry, after the shit happened, and he get to the room, we was on
Nice completion
and
here, this
he
wide
got a
receiver. You're gonna
purchase,
see this receiver
and he
line
stopped doing what he doing. So we had that way. And I'm in the front, I'm in the back, basically, because I want to see myself. And as I walk out the door of my car, coming to the hall, all I see is, wow!
Bringing it on third down. He's brought down, but
And it's all I remember.
first down.
Until they
Clock
revive.
stops momentarily for the first down.
I don't know what happened. After
Under fire.
I got hit.
Just as he
And when they
released
woke me up, they say, man, there was fun will hit you with the mop,
Well,
bro.
they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size
And he was so
and his
well close.
athleticism. But him and the
And
QB,
hit
they
me with the
just
mop
don't seem
and
to be
knocked
on
me
the same
the
page
fuck
right
out. And when I tell y'all I had a knot with a fucking gas in it, a big ass gas in
but
it,
it will be first and goal from there. The
that
defense
shit
can
turned
stop the
every
clock
different
with a
color
timeout.
day
They wanna
by
make
day
sure they
by
have
day.
everybody on the same page.
Still remember. And it hurted for about a month. And it was still tender after that. That's something I'll never forget. Okay.
We'll try to put one on the
So,
board on first
like I
and goal.
said, Thursday,
Wide
not
receiver
this
going in
Thursday,
motion.
but next Thursday will be my last day at my business. So I will be doing more episodes. My vacation, I'm going to spend them on this channel. Doing back-to-back videos. But until Thursday, I will still be releasing videos every day.
Scanning the field, it's Manning.
What's the action?
Using his legs to buy some time. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Okay.
And the offense breaks
We're going to get right into this episode. This prison, before he can even finish his trial and get his time.
With the lead, with the momentum.
And every time you look around,
break their confidence a little
the
bit now.
detectives are coming to this prison and pulling this
Probably
guy
down,
out of his
and they're
cell,
wondering,
out the
what
tier.
adjustments do we have to make?
And
What do we have to fix?
They
Because we got
question,
our work cut out
they
for us
question
in
him,
this game.
interrogate him.
Touchdown right before the half.
You know,
Build
and this
momentum,
happened maybe
the last
twice
thing
a
you need to
week.
do is mess it up
And
by
they
allowing
keep
a
doing
big
this
kickoff return.
for about 3 months straight with this little guy. And this little guy is from New Orleans, Louisiana. And he tells you this story. He say, hey, I was on my way to work, and a police car comes up to me, and they ask me where I'm on my way to. And I say, I'm on my way to work. And the police officer begins to tell him, hey, we had a homicide in this area. Would you mind coming to the crime scene and talk to the detective and tell him anything that you might have seen or heard or anything to help with this investigation? And then the guy says, okay, let's go. So he gets in the car and he goes with the police officer to the crime scene. And when he gets there, he finds out that a tourist, a lady, was murdered.
Just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive. And
He
not just
immediately
that.
identifies him
Deep shots
as the
way
guy
down the field, but give the
who
defense
killed his
credit.
wife.
They were
Now,
ready
this
for
little
it, forcing that
17-year-old
incompletion.
guy is going to be tried as an adult. Now,
They
this
finally make the
17.
stop. That's going to make those
Okay.
stats look a
Now,
little
a
bit
couple
nicer
days
as we
later,
head to the break.
a homeless guy finds the woman purse and everything in a garbage can as he's, you know, going about scavenging and stuff. So he calls the police with the purse. And inside the purse is still $1,200.
Ready to kick it away.
Now this little guy is maybe about 7 miles away from the crime scene. And where they find the purse at is about 20 miles in the opposite direction. And all this had just happened maybe like 30 minutes before they picked the little guy up. His mom had just seen him get up in his boxers, brush his teeth, get dressed.
Well, and I think defensively, you
His brother
understand,
seen
like,
him.
the running
His
game
dad
is a
seen
big
him.
part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust
And now
the play,
remember,
more coverage to this
the
pass
purse is about 20 miles the other way. Now you know that's about a 30-minute drive or 40-minute drive, but this little guy is on feet.
You have to know where your answers are.
Now just with those facts alone, I want to know y'all honest opinion.
Floating away.
Do you think this little guy was capable of, in 30 minutes, getting to that practice that's 7 miles away from where he's at now, killing that woman, stealing her purse, and going 20 miles in the opposite direction on feet, dumping the purse, and making it back to that spot where they picked him up?
You can tell the difference when that
No answers could be wrong.
in that ball.
You know what I'm saying? I just want to know what you think. All right, okay, we're going to pick it up from another work day. Okay, we go child, and we all come back to the door. When we get back in the door, some inmates doing whatever they do during the day, they find a young guy drunk in the bathroom. So now, they go beat on the door, and they bring the guards in. And the guards make everybody go back in their cell and lock everybody back down. And we don't wait until the
Dumbass.
gets here to investigate.
This is one of the biggest LED free they get this year.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection
This
was really
suspicious
good.
drowning.
Jesse,
They want to know did he drown on his own or did somebody drown him. So along with the Inspector General, you could say a team of investigators come in and they begin to go cell to cell asking questions, trying to get statements and find out who seen what, if anybody seen anything. But they get nothing from the inmates, which they knew they wasn't going to get nothing from the inmates in the first place. Okay, so they end up doing all the investigation. They takes the body out and they wraps up their investigation. So this whole entire day, I see the guards more in this one day than I have seen him in this whole entire state in this
And there
prison.
you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs
So,
to get big
you
plays
know,
in the
that
passing
much
game.
really
Just
happens
sprint to
today.
your running back. As soon as he catches
They end up letting everybody out, and everybody just keeps showing about what could have happened. So that leads me to know they don't know. The inmates didn't do this.
Big time play by
The inmates did not drown on this young guy. If he didn't drown on his own. Because we never found out what happened to this young guy.
Against the run, he's able to shed
So
blockers,
everybody just go
uses
about their day or
athleticism,
whatever.
uses
You know,
speed,
it's a
gets to
fairly
the ball
peaceful
carrier
day.
and
Jump
bring it
into
down.
that
It's
next
simply one
work
of the
day.
best
We
box
play
defenders
for work.
you're gonna find in the
We
entire
all,
country.
child, we all go to workforce.
Going up tempo.
So as we all working and going to workforce, we see Sergeant Larry. He's back in coffee.
Deep down the right side.
And he points out another little guy. And this guy name is Thibodeau.
Football had time, spins
Hey,
the ball
look.
deep. Nice job by this offense.
He
Understanding
takes
what the
Thibodeau out
defense is
of
giving
there. Now,
them
we
is
just had
creating
a suspicious
explosive play.
drowning. And Sergeant Larry got so
They
quick.
get him down. but
He don't even have a break in him. He takes little Thibodeau out of there. And we wait for about 5 minutes.
Like, just get downhill when you
And then we head out to go see what he's doing with Thibodeau. So by the time we make it to the door, we get Sergeant Larry. Oh, yeah.
Caught in the backfield.
Yes.
It's Concepcion.
Oh, yeah. He's a preacher of habit.
15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
He does the same exact thing.
How nice is it in this offense to have your
He
best
don't
receiver
straight from
playing
his
in the slot?
routines.
You're matching him
So
up
when
against
we get this,
linebackers,
we
against
just head
safeties,
back
or
home
nickel
because we
corners.
figured
Nickel
up with
corners are
Sergeant Larry's
oftentimes the
shit.
defense's third best cornerback. This guy is
So about
virtually
10 minutes
uncovered.
later, we see Thibodeau come walking in. Now, when he comes in, he ain't making eye contact with nobody. He almost looks sick to his stomach. He stays off to himself. He's quiet.
No foul.
Tell us a lot on his mind, and he's fucked up about what just happened to him.
Got it behind the
And he
line. It's
knows,
Concepcion.
we know.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after
Because
that
we
completion,
know.
not the way they had it drawn up.
And he's been with us as we go to
To
the
the
door
air, it's Reed.
to see what Sergeant Larry does to these other guys. Now, for the rest of this day, everybody just work, don't talk.
And the Aggies had
Man,
tough
the
field
crew
position
really
to
talk
start this
each other.
drive, but they've been relentless
Because
in
we
moving
don't
the
want
ball
to make Thibodeau
methodically
feel
down the field.
uncomfortable. We finish out that work day in silence. And then the guards come get us and takes us back to the tier. Now, when we get back to the tier, the guards puts us in there and locks our hands back up in there. Now, me and the guys, we go gather up all our shit and do our routine. We go take our shower, and we comes out the shower. Now, immediately when we come out the shower, we see Phil Chuko and Medium Chuko chasing behind the dude Travis that they've been knowing. They running behind because they trying to juke him. So Travis is running from him, and he runs in the cell, and he goes in cell. But he's holding the bar and standing back to keep them from juking him. So he jukes his hand until he lets open the cell. So once that cell pop open, they go in. And all you hear is they in there juking Travis up. They in there juking this man up.
Setting up third down now. Who is your best
So a bunch of other inmates bring and beat on the door, and the Chuko runs out and runs back to their cell.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone.
And the guards come in
You've seen quarterbacks get like
and
that.
find
What they do,
Travis laying in the cell.
receivers. And listen,
Blink.
that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a
Barely
better job
breathing.
making him
Blink.
feel comfortable.
So
Changing what they're
apparently,
doing in coverage so he's
Travis
not
was the
confused.
first OD
Can't just
this
let him pick him apart.
who did not help them. You supposed to be our boy. But you
Here he
didn't help
comes
them.
from inside his own
When
5.
Sugar Man and BG
And
was stomping us out.
dragged down.
So they got him up out of here. Now the Chukos got the prison in fear.
And here comes
Everybody
the
that
Texas
calls
offense
them,
back on the field.
they got them in fear. They know what the hate with Fun Row.
David, but then the
They know
mistake
they know what else to do.
Yeah, and those
It's
mistakes
the
are
two
going to happen.
Chukos running by himself. So it's the guard rolling Travis dance out there. The Chukos is getting BGs and Sugar Man.
He's at the 10.
But the BGs and Sugar Man just back there with the stupid ass grin on his face. Like they ain't fearing nothing.
Texas
And like I've been saying, just because you stab a dude, that don't mean other inmates gonna be feeling you. Because most of it is chaos and ignorance in this prison.
Whatever they want.
The lack
This
of
is a good
understanding
spot
and
to be.
education.
Listen,
Now,
Texas
you
gets
can
a
clearly
highly
see
recruited kid
what's
at
going
quarterback
through with them.
every
They got that
single
fear
year.
with them.
Can this be the
Now,
guy
they
that
ain't
takes them
fearful.
to the next level?
Because
Today
they know.
is a good
They
day.
stop right there pretending to be Bill Juco homeboy and let them boys know Juco out. So they show on that list. So later on that day, the doors pop open and Roderick is coming back.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense.
So we
back on
stab
the
Roderick
field.
up and we tell Roderick about what Juco just did Travis.
Mistakes now. They have to execute if they want
And
to snatch
on
this thing from the fire.
so it's Monroe and me here right now.
Well, and on these little
Roderick looking at them, Roderick won't feel bad. So I know the next order of business is to get them boys.
You immediately
all
have
go
to be
child,
rotating
we
when you
go to
see
work
that
for it.
motion. So everybody's got to communicate and
So,
kind of bump
we
over.
go to
That's
work
why
for us and we
offenses
do
love to run it. Just
job.
it makes the defense communicate
We in
and see
there
if you can
working.
just get him out of his
But
spot.
every now and then we go check and see where Roderick at and what Roderick doing. So when we come out, we see Roderick hiding by the chapel, bending down, hiding by the chapel. And we like, oh, he must see them. So when we get up there where Roderick at, we bend down and crouch down by where he at, and we look around the corner, but we don't see shit. So we ask Roderick, what the fuck is you doing? He like, man, I'm waiting on the bitches. I'm waiting on. Since the last time we left Roderick, he been crouched down in the same position.
Cross the 30 out to the 33.
Just hoping.
Gains 4 on the play.
This ain't no guarantee. They gonna come around this way.
Convert on 3rd and short.
This how psychologically fucked up he is at this time and psyched up with revenge. And he will wait an endless amount of time so they can one of them to come through. So I tell Doc, man, and talk some sense into him. And as we doing all this, we all pace out and run, because here comes Sergeant Larry. And he got another one with him.
He's brought down,
But
but
this
there's a
time we
flag on
leave
the
him
play.
on
Let's
him
see
to
if
see
it
what's
stands.
going on, because we got
So
bigger
the
fish to
decision
fry.
has been made, and the
We
coach
gotta
will
talk some
take the
sense
penalty.
into Roderick head. Now he had called
Maybe can be a little
with
more
us.
aggressive here after the offsides penalty.
And
It's
we
first and
tell
10.
him, man, hey, bro, you know revenge get people hurt in prison.
Grabbed behind the line. It's
And we do the regular roundabout with it.
will be stopped for no
And to finally, we kind of get through for him, but not all the way, because he still got his mindset on getting them. So we finish the work day out. The guard come get us and take us back to the tier. Now, once the guard locks us in there, races from Broomfield.
That was a lightning fast decision.
And they start fighting, and then now we all fight.
But maybe his
But in the
footwork wasn't a
process
little
of
bit
all
good.
this
The pass
fight,
wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive.
And so everybody fall back from the fight.
Caught in the backfield. It's Concepcion.
Just let Hucklebuck have it.
Around the 10-yard line.
And one road that runs inside the cell. Now,
For a reason, the 2-minute situation is so important. I like the completion. I like the first down. Let's see if we can get one more play in real quick before the 2 minutes.
decides to come in the cell.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting
So they
no time.
out there bleeding and BTC. Gotta go knock on the door for the guard. And the guards come in, get Hucklebuck, ask a question. What's for him? What's for him?
Stop behind the
Like they
line.
really
He'll
fucking
lose
kill.
a yard. Clock stops. We have
Get
reached the
Hucklebuck
2-minute
ass and
timeout,
roll
and the
his ass out
offense
too.
is looking for a play to close this deal out.
Choco is on the rampage. For a little while this day, everything calmed down. So all of us, the whole crew, we gonna walk up to the
Going to
Lego
work in the
sale.
red zone, they can pick up the first down.
And we
without
all
getting
just
it
sitting
into
up
the
in
end
there
zone.
talking, and then you hear, get that bitch, get that bitch, get that bitch. So we was out there, and
This
we
is a
see
design
Queen
run.
Sugar and Muffin stomping the fuck out of Baby Charles when Baby Charles is starting to use the phone. And we see Aaron and Kevin running towards Baby Charles, but by the time he get there, they just stomp the shit out of Baby Charles and down up the stairs again.
Looking to throw it.
And you see them just fussing at Baby Charles, just going at Baby Charles about which one doing shit by himself. So this whole day, Temple's
It's
is running
decision time now because you
But
score the
you
touchdown,
tattoo
you're
man,
down
go
1
in the
if you want to
tattoo.
just kick an extra point and tie
when
it up.
three inmates go
Hope
there
overtime.
and stomp his ass
Go
out.
for 2. Do you get aggressive?
They stomping
Do you
his
trust
ass
your
out,
quarterback if
but
you
some
have to
shit
throw
he
it
was
here
supposed to be the
to
D.
find an open
I
player
don't even know
to
what
give
the
you
fuck
the lead,
happened,
even though
but
there
she
is
was
still
going
going
off
to be some
left
time left
and
on the
right
clock.
this day.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive.
That's why I said when it's in the air, it's in the air. You better put your fucking shoes on in that prison. Click, click, lose one. We go to town. We go to workforce.
The drive
So
starts
the
from
minute
their
call
own
for a good
25-yard
hour.
line.
And we hear some arguing going on in detail.
Looking downfield on
It's this
first
dude
down.
named Box and this dude named Dennis. They
And
go
the
home
physical
each other
play there
because
forces
Box
the
felt so
incompletion
weak
on first
and
down.
carpool
A lot of
yesterday.
people were curious
And
what
somebody
the
told him
strategy
Dennis
would be
was the
tied
one
this
took
late
his
in the
week.
game with this field
So
position.
they
Do you
arguing
play
and they
it safe? Do you
arguing and
play
they
it for
going
it? I think
backwards
he's
and
got
forth.
the answer right there.
Bitch
This
ass nigga
coaching
ain't
staff
take your
believes in this quarterback to make the
Bitch,
throws
they
to
told me you
put
too
their
much shit.
offense in
Oh man, I'm
position
fuck you
to
up.
win
So they
this
go
game
backwards
late.
and forth for about 15 minutes, arguing heated. And Box, bitch, I told you. Dennis had to
They'll
pick up
try the
crowbar
run.
and bow, slap Box across his chin. When I say
And he
Box
is
hold
gonna
on the
lose
George
yardage.
one way,
Nowhere to
now
run
Box
as he is
laid on the
forced out
ground.
of
Box
bounds.
ain't moving that
And the
hard.
Longhorns want to pick up
So
the 2
everybody
point.
know they gotta go get this man some help. So some inmates run until they find some
The play
guards
action
and
fake.
goes back with the guards. And they put all of us on the floor,
Going
face
downfield for a
down,
big play. Makes it
with our
catch
hands
him
behind
out.
their head.
Oh,
And they
there were a
take
few
each
steps
and
there.
every
He
one
was
of us
thinking
and place
touchdown,
us
but
in
they finally
cells
get him down
again.
after the
And
big
because
pickup
this
at
happened
the
in one
25.
detail, we all had to write out
This offense
statements,
capable
and it
of
happened around
exploding at any
dangerous
moment.
tools
Now they're set up inside the 30 with a
on
first
company
and 10.
time, and everybody said the same thing. Man, all I heard was a bunch of arguing. I had my head down
And
working.
he is going to be
Because in
forced out of
prison,
bounds
if
behind the
you
line of
rat,
scrimmage. Tremendous
you get labeled as a
defense
rat.
So many
And we all know what
playmakers,
happened
so
to
much speed in college
snitches.
football.
So
So many
after about
big
3
plays
and a
after
half
the catch.
fucking
In
hours,
this
the
instance,
guard
the
finally
defense did a
comes,
great
gets
job
everybody,
reacting to
and
the
takes
throws,
us back
getting
to
there
the
in a
tier.
hurry,
Work
and
day
making
off.
sure he
So
can get
as
the yards
we
after
get
that.
back in the tier, I usually go looking for the Chuco because I know what's been going on in the prison. But I can't
And it's
spot
go
the
time.
Chuco
You need
for
a play
shit.
late,
Like
and the
normal,
big
I
tight end
ask
comes
Baby
through
Charles,
for you.
where
You
the
find
Chuco
him,
at?
he does the Reds,
And
catches
he
the
say the
football,
guards came
gets
here
into the
and got
touchdown,
the
and
Chuco
now you
out
take
of
the
here.
lead.
The kickoff good
So
at his job
apparently,
there, and boy, did
somebody
that last drive quiet
that went and
this
told the
crowd.
guards something about their JUCO. Because the guards can't even
And it'll
retrieve
come out
their
to
JUCO.
25.
Now,
He'll
you would
attempt
think,
at a return.
after all this shit that's been going on, everything will calm down. The JUCO gone, so everybody can rest
They'll
easy a
put
little
this
bit.
play
You know what I'm
first
saying?
down
The
to
ones
drive
he
from
really
the
fucking bitch
25.
with, they can rest easy. But everybody is still on that bullshit. So we all just hanging out again. Everything calmed down, everything cool.
He'll lose 6 on the play.
We back playing
Timeout
cards.
called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this
And
game.
all you hear is a bunch of fucking noise and racket and medium
And
JUCO
the
sale.
Aggies with a long way to go
Roomfield
after
and
the
all
loss on
them
the
that
last
ran
play.
in medium JUCO sale and beat this man in inches of his life with the battery socks.
It's Concepcion.
They beat this man in inches of his life. They seen the opportunity that big JUCO is strong the fuck out. They done got little JUCO out of here, and they done beat medium JUCO in inches of his life. And all you see is medium JUCO cellmate Rizzo ready to go. You know, go for the guards. Hey, we need help up here. We need help up here.
Methodically trying to do work.
Because he done kind of took a liking into medium JUCO.
The easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved
And the guards come again, take medium JUCO out of here,
which is good,
and locks us the fuck back in here. Okay, I'm going to come back a little bit later and hit y'all with the other half to this episode. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be a part 2 to this episode right here. And just a quick reminder. After Thursday coming up, we're going to do Marathon Thursday. We're going to see how many episodes we can knock out. We're going to try to go for better than 6. So, I'll see y'all when I put part 2 on here. So, y'all stay tuned. Part 2 coming up.
For his team to maybe go win this football game.
Caught behind the line. It's Concepcion. Turning it on. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass, it's Reed. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
David here. More meaningful with time.
3 reasons why you need to jump on Hume's Christmas sale right now. Reason 1, Hume is giving you 45% off site-wide. Yep, you can get the body pod for less than the cost of a single doctor's visit. This deal is wild. Reason 2, it's so easy to use. Just
The
step.
Aggies line up.
What's up, everybody? Okay, we're going to get into a few episodes today.
Looking to throw for it.
And if you haven't seen the last episode, go check it out because we're going to get straight into this. Let's go. So we're going to beat this episode up with that next workday. Sleep late, lose weight. We all go to child and we all go to our job. Now we in there working. Everybody in the good mood. They on the ball. We changing tires. We interchanging seats out. Everything. Listening to the radio. Everything going good. And all of a sudden the fight breaks out. Somebody said something disrespectful to Ori. Now, we never told Ori what we had seen. You know, him and Sergeant Larry. But at this point, Ori kind of suspicious because we're leaving out.
Checkmate, holla at your dome, nigga.
Bring other guys to the shop, you know? So, him and this guy, I don't remember this guy's name, they breaks out in a fight, they knocking things over, and this guy starts to beat the hell out of Ori. Now, you know, once it's a one-on-one fight, you don't interfere with it. You know, but we felt so sorry the way he just beat Ori senseless that we broke the fight up. We like, man, nah. And he goes, no.
Thank you. Holla at your dumb ass, boy. You can quit. It's Neil.
Things like that.
It's Neil.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, dumb bitch ass nigga. It's over with.
to the point.
Yeah.
No one
Retarded,
just
boy.
get tired of him talking and say, man, bro, you gonna leave that man alone. I mean, you gonna have to get it.